Hi now, beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. So I'm gonna try this vlog thing. So I'm gonna change things around with my channel a bit and try to see if I can still the same message, the same content, but in a sense of a vlog. So my content is mainly my experience living as a black woman in an European country or an African in Ireland. So I am actually in a village called Enniskerry. So let's talk about that. When you are in Ireland, you'll be so surprised what they call a village. A village? Like, seriously? You call this a village? Particularly when you're African, you're like... So, how things are in Ireland is that they would call, like, small little settlements as village. It's not even a settlement. You would consider that a town, really, for me, in my views. Like this place called Enniskerry is called a village. For me, I wouldn't classify that as a village. So I think it has a lot to do with how they name places. So the culture it's more like they would say that if there is a few post office, if there is a bank, if there is a shop, if there is, those necessary handy things that you might need on a daily basis, that place would be called a village. And there will be small little settlements in between those villages. Like you could be in Dublin, and Dublin itself has its own small little villages around it. So you can only understand it when you are here. So sometimes it might take you a while to actually grasp when they say, go to the village of Blackrock, go to the village of Malahide. I'm like, Malahide, is that a village? Yeah, it is apparently to what it has been perceived to be here. So yeah, so I'm gonna bring you to this village here in Enniskerry. It's in County Wicklow, one of my favorite county. I'm sure you know that by now. If you've been following me, if you are new to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, follow my content. I'm just a new creator trying to figure out how I can actually take these into another level. So I'm gonna bring you in. Thank you. There's quite a few things that this town is known for. There's Powerscourt, there's the gardens, and there is the waterfall. So this small little village has some sort of a tourist attraction to it. There is also a hotel called the Powerscourt. It's quite see one of those. I can reuse it for every Oh look, is that orange or lemon? 4 for 15 euro. That's not bad. I like that. But it's towards the end of coffee. Coffee. This is what I want to do. One day, I'm gonna create this. One day. Call me crazy, but yeah. So for me to get into this, I think I have to pay about 9 euro that like I mentioned. And let me see if I'm actually interested. There is gardens, and then there's a shop, and then there's a cafe, and then there's bathrooms. Let me see what I can do here. So here I am doing a vlog. So the more I do this, the more I get comfortable with myself. It looks like this is just the sitting area. When the weather is good, you can come here and just sit here and have a cup of tea. Yeah, like I mentioned, I used to mind a man when I used to be a carer. He lived in a hotel called Powerscourt for like 3 months. And if I could tell you, I heard about these gardens and I've never bothered to actually come here and have a look. And I'm quite surprised because I always felt like it was a bit of a distance. So I was a bit lazy to check them out. But there is a fee here to pay. So I'm just gonna get in and try to see if I can see what is all the fuss about. And there is also actually a waterfall. I have been to the waterfall before. I brought my son and my sister here before, and I'm gonna try to see if I can go there if it's still open, because during the winter time it gets dark very quickly, so you kind of have always chasing after time. So that's one of the things that when you're living in Ireland, that can be a bit of a hassle because you're always under pressure, especially during the winter time. Like 4 o'clock, it's dark. You can't do anything really, especially if you're trying to create content like I am. So yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Okay, so this is the prices. I forgot my student card. I forgot my student card. Okay, so I decided I'm gonna try this and pay. So it is 9 euro, like I mentioned, to get into these gardens. There is a leaflet here, and it says, "Enter and explore, discover Powerscourt House Gardens." Let me see.
This way through the garden. The garden, okay.
So I suppose this will guide you.
See what's happening.
This will guide you to where you're gonna have to get to. Is there, you see? So being a content creator, you kind of have to multitask. There is the gardens, the different type of gardens, Japanese gardens. There's a lake. There's an audio tour if you want to hear more about this. There's an Avoca cafe if you want to have coffee and tea. And I wonder how long is this gardens. I think it's about... So I'm gonna just read out what it says here. It says, set in the wild Wicklow countryside overlooking the Sugarloaf Mountain, Powerscourt Gardens stretches over 45 acres and offer magnificent view of surrounding countryside. Powerscourt Estate has been home to only 2 families over the past 400 years. The Sazlak, I can't say that name, family have run the Powerscourt since 1961, and before that, the Winfield family lived here. Yeah. So somebody took their time to create all this. So Japanese gardens. Anyway, what's gonna say? I'm trying to see if I can channel my channel into different directions and not be talking about visas or all sorts of stuff, because I'm not really an expert. And I get overwhelmed by a lot of questions of people asking me about visas. I don't know much. I can only share what I know. So yeah, the whole idea is for me to share my life experience in Ireland, and to showcase, to really document my life. Well, how about that? That's definitely a Japanese tree. Look at this tree here. Let me just turn around. I'm trying to weigh in and see if can be somebody here to take a picture or to take a video of me here. So for weddings, this looks really nice. The green, the stairs, the building, the gardens. Yeah, I've seen some weddings here in this place. It looks beautiful. But anyway, I'm gonna close this vlog. Actually, before I do that, I'm gonna see if I can pass by the waterfall and the hotel and take just a few content, and then I'll get back to you in a minute.
We talk on the phone.